As silly as it sounds, when I started lifting weights, I was very confused and even a little bit afraid of the concept of getting stronger at the gym, because I didn't understand how is it that it's possible that you can go, for an example, from doing a 100-pound leg extension to, let's say, 220 pounds on the leg extension machine. Because for me, the jump seemed so large that, like, how is it that my body is going to be able to handle this? I'm currently struggling with 100 pounds. So how is it that you guys expect me to do 220? I'm going to snap my shit off. And I didn't understand the concept of gradually becoming stronger, because in reality, the way that it works is you gradually increase the weight, you slowly keep on moving forward, you get bigger, you get stronger, you start consuming more food as you grow more muscle, and this way you are just going to become a bigger, stronger human being, and gradually you are going to be able to keep on lifting bigger and bigger weights. And obviously there is going to be a limit to this. You are not going to be able to go forever, and at some point you are going to reach your natural potential, and from there on you're going to be stuck. It's going to be over and you're not really going to be able to progress. But most people will never get to the point where they cannot grow. Like, most people will never achieve this point where you are as big as you possibly can be and you are fully maxed out and it's over. So for most people, it's still going to be something that they can work on. And for most people, it's still going to be something that they can try to improve every single day. And it does become difficult, especially when you're on the higher weights. First of all, it is going to become a mental thing, and you are going to be a little bit afraid of snapping your shit off, even though you mostly don't really have to worry about that. If you're doing, for an example, a machine in a fixed position, it's mostly going to be fine. Obviously, if you're doing squats or like bench press, you shouldn't really try to max out by yourself, because you are going to hurt yourself if you're going to have too much weight on you. But other than that, if it's like a simple machine, you can go hard. Like, you don't need anyone assisting you, and you can lift fairly large weights if you are not in danger and like choking yourself out or like falling and like hurting yourself as you're doing a squat. But yeah, basically, like, for most people, it is still going to be something they can improve over time, and it becomes a mental thing where you start reaching bigger weights. Because when you start reaching bigger weights, you're kind of a little bit afraid, and then on top of it, it just becomes difficult. It becomes difficult to keep on constantly growing and improving, and you are going to have to push yourself. And there are going to be moments where you are going to be stuck, and you are going to have to figure out ways how to move forward. So for an example, if you get stuck at a certain weight and you're not able to increase the weight, you're not able to lift more already for a month or maybe 2 months, the thing you can do is you can increase the amount of repetitions that you do with the same weight. You can increase the amount of sets that you do, and that is going to help you to grow. You're still going to be growing without increasing the weight. And the thing that is eventually going to do is it is going to help you to get stronger, and eventually you will get to the point where you can once again lower the repetitions and you can just do more weight. So there are always ways you can find in which you can improve and in which you can lift more weight. But yeah, it is just like a constant thing that you need to think about, and you constantly need to keep on challenging yourself, and you shouldn't get stuck in this mindset of like, oh, this is as much as I can, I shouldn't really be doing more. You should always try to do more. It is always going to be something that you are going to have to work on. And yeah, for me at the beginning, it was a little bit weird. I was lifting the same weights for very long periods of time. I was afraid of increasing the weights, and that actually did limit my potential of growth for a fairly long period of time, until I realized that I'm not doing it correctly and that I should actively strive for increasing the weights. Thank you guys for watching the video, and see you guys in the next one.